You're 22. I'm 30 years older than you, and you can't contain yourself. Femininity does not buck up. It does not overtalk. It does not need to be heard. It does not need to correct.
So I'm 22 years old. I
22?
am, yeah, 22. So I'm right in that range. I was listening. I'm right, like I'm getting right to that range that you were talking
Okay.
about earlier. And I'm a college student. I work as a private tutor for families with kids. I have a psychology degree. Same
Okay.
stuff.
We
So
got we got to
okay.
get to we got to get to the question now.
Okay. My question is, what, so you're saying around this age I should be looking for a partner for my life, but around this
Hmm.
age men aren't in the most men aren't in the
Are you
position
in a
to,
predominantly white college?
yeah,
Do non-black women say the same things, or are they looking for husbands?
they're looking for husbands.
Thank you. So don't tell me what the men are like.
Yeah, but you gotta
No, no,
find
no, no, no,
husband
no, no, no,
material,
no.
right?
Let that marinate right there. Let that marinate. Let that marinate.
Okay.
Don't move. Let that marinate because y'all always want to put it off on what the men are.
Okay.
Non-black women are looking for husbands. So it's not about what the men are. It's about what the men you deal with do.
Okay. So how do you know if they want to get married or not?
Well,
Like
let's
when you,
okay. Let's
especially at this age.
before we do that,
Okay.
that's a fair question. Were you raised to be a wife?
Um, I
Nope.
think I need some help,
No, no, no.
but
The answer is no. I wasn't raised to be a wife.
okay, no,
So the men
no,
I pick are based upon what I like and not what I need.
yes,
So you're not even in the position to talk about what the men are if you're not what it is you seek. That was my ultimate point. You ladies have been so pre-wired to go in and look for the deficiencies in men, the splinter in my eye, and not look in the mote in your eye. If I put you in a room with 1,000 affluent, educated, upwardly mobile, marriage minded black men, would they pick you?
I think they would. I mean, I'm pretty sure they would. They would.
Now,
I
understand,
do.
you're in the room with women who have been raised to be his counterpart of all races. I don't mean would they pick you over nothing. I mean would they pick you in the marketplace.
I. That's a lot of competition. So
Thank
I
you.
don't.
Thank you.
That's,
Do you
that's
want
a lot of
children?
competition.
Do you want children?
Yes, I
How many
want
kids?
no more than four. No more.
No more than four. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with your first child?
No, I want to be a stay-at-home mom.
And what state do you live in?
I live in Michigan.
Right. How much is a man going to have to make in Michigan to have a stay at home wife with four children?
150K.
$150,000 in Michigan? Are you living in the projects? Do you want your children to be able to go to
No.
college if you want them to?
Yes.
Do you want to be able to travel nationally and internationally with your family?
Yes.
See, what I'm showing you guys is women have no idea what money, because they don't pay for shit like we do. 150,000 for four kids and a stay-at-home wife in Michigan. In Atlanta, you're talking close to $300,000. You heard that woman before you. She was talking about 800, and that was six kids. You were here the entire time. How could you get 150 when she was talking eight?
I don't know if I want four kids exactly,
Doesn't
though.
matter.
And I'm going to be working
$150,000.
until the first
150.
kid is
What is your
born.
degree again?
Psychology.
Another useless degree. What do you plan on doing with it?
I want to work in children's like
Okay,
psychiatric.
and how much do you think? How much do you think you'll be making by age 40 if you never got married and had kids?
80,000.
80,000. So that means your husband would have to replace your $80,000 income at 40. So whatever he's making, he'd have to make $80,000 on top of that, plus pay for the kids. This is why math is our friend.
Finances. That is a big part of
Right, but y'all don't think about that. You're looking to be a housewife and you're trying to pick from college. Okay, if what you want is the case, your husband is nowhere close to being your age. He's about 35 or 40. Would you marry a man that's 35 or 40 years old?
I wouldn't want to.
Well, then what the hell? See, this is the problem with our culture being so youth driven. Our women are making decisions for men based upon athletes, entertainers, and musicians because they're young and they're rich.
Well, I was thinking
Men don't
I
make
don't know.
that kind of money until 45 to 55.
I was thinking like construction. Don't construction workers make a lot, or like people that invest in stocks and
A
businesses
lot
like.
people who invest in stocks. What is that? That can be you, me, or an investment banker or somebody on Wall Street. See, Becky, Marisol, Mylinga, Jamila, they know what the men do. They know the careers. That's why they're hanging outside the law school, outside the science building. They know. Y'all just figure, I don't know, stocks. I'm doing this in a joking way because y'all just talk. And your competition is standing out front of the law library because they're hunting these men. And y'all are just hoping this shit happens.
I mean, I'm of course going to put myself in those environments.
You can't put them in. You can't put yourself in an environment you can't identify.
I mean, I went to school with law students. I go to school currently with
What kind
all
of
these
okay?
people.
You just said you said construction.
I was saying like people with not rappers and entertainers and stuff like that.
Construction workers don't make enough money to have a stay-at-home wife with 4 kids.
I guess it's because I see it done on like TV or something. So
what the French freaking toast? See, this is what I mean. Our black women are not serious about relationships. You're a college-educated woman talking about shit on TV.
I mean, in other people's lives, it works. I mean, I don't know.
Who?
I see women that live in like middle-class neighborhoods and their husbands do. Some of the women that I work for, because I tutor kids, some of their husbands work. I remember one lady.
And how old are these people?
30, 40, 30.
30 or 40. That's a big range.
The mom is 34 and the dad was 35. So
have you sat down and asked them how long they've been together?
I think they met in college.
No. Do you know their story?
No, I have not.
You just know what you think they did. And this is the problem in the black community. Our women do not see it coming up. All women see is the outcome. They see the money. They don't know what it took to get there. That's why you guys are walking around saying you don't care what men think, because you are there at the finish line waiting for the winners to win. Well, guess what? You don't see all the dieting, all the training, all the sacrifice, everything that went in. Y'all ass is at the finish line. And if you're at the finish line, what do you get when you win a race at the finish line? What is it called?
When you win a race at the finish line?
Yes. What do you get?
Oh, an award? A trophy?
A trophy. If you want to stand at the finish line, you better be a trophy wife.
And I think that's one of my goals in life is to be
a goal, ma'am. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You want the trophy wife outcomes.
No, I want to be fit. I want to
No. You want the trophy wife outcomes. comes, I know that's what you want, but your ass is sitting in the stands. You ain't doing nothing. You don't even know
I
what
mean,
these men.
I want to be down there in the dirt with them, but they don't. I don't know. Men don't like when you help them. They don't like when you try to bring them up or
See, what
any
I
of
want you to
that. They
understand
want
is
to
she's
just
having a
go.
completely different conversation. She's talking to her damn self. You're talking about college age guys, and I just
Yeah,
told you,
I mean that's what I'm around. I don't know.
which just goes to show you need to be quiet. You don't know what the French toast you're talking about. I already told you your husband's not in college.
So how long do you think I have to wait for that?
You ain't gonna get it with this belligerent ass attitude. And the problem is you're too cute for your mouth.
I don't have an attitude right now. I'm perfectly,
Uh, yeah, you do. You're just not being rude.
well,
See, right there. Right there.
For starters, I wanted to have my reaction to this video at the end of this entire video. But I've been forced to come in a little and give my opinion on certain things that are going on in the chat, Kevin Samuel here is talking to a 22-year-old female, a college student. But again, Kevin seems to be surprised by the way she thinks, by the way she's giving her opinions. First of all, Kevin added, I came in, I interjected at the moment when Kevin told her that you are rude, only that you're not being that kind of high-end rude, One thing I need to commend to Kevin is that I like the way he brings out his points, This is a 22-year-old who, in her mind, is having some little attraction to the construction workers because she believes they're getting a lot of money based on what she has been seeing on TV. We tend to see those shows where we see people doing demolitions and rebuilding, and she believes that those people have a lot of money. Come on, girl. Reality will check her up, At least for now, and at least I can agree, based on her reasoning, we can now agree that she's 22 years. Looking at the way she's speaking, looking at the way she's reacting, she's young. She needs to grow up because the world is waiting for her out there. One particular point that Kevin Samuel has brought that is a bit contentious is the age of the person that's supposed to marry her. Kevin says that the men that should be marrying her are out of college, and particularly gave an example. He gave his opinion by saying they're about 30 to 40 years. Well, that could be a little bit debatable to a certain extent or to a certain degree, but again, I really want to hear from what you. I want to give my full opinion of this entire video at the end, but at this particular point, I would like to hear what you think about the way she's talking, the way she's reacting, the way she's responding to what Kevin Samuel is saying. I really want to hear what you think, because as far as I'm concerned, I feel there's something there that she's not bringing out. Maybe because of her age, maybe because she's still in college, or maybe she hasn't had a serious relationship with a guy. Well, I'm a little bit bothered, but I would like to know what you think about so far, what you have so far heard from her.
Ma'am, I just said, are non-black women getting married? In your college, are they getting married? They are. So it ain't the problem with the men. The problem is non-black women pick men at the foundation and are willing to build up. Y'all want men who are already at the trophy line, already winning, and if they they want women who are trophy wives. Trophy wife is more than a look; it's a mindset, and your mindset doesn't match what you think your looks are. That's the problem. Guys don't want you to be in the dirt with them. No, not true. But when's the last time you got in the dirt with anybody to do anything?
I mean, right now I date men that are at my level, college students, broke. So it's like we help each other.
Uh-huh.
And when they do get to that point, they usually do go off and date other women. Maybe it is because my mindset isn't there
Maybe,
yet.
okay. Have you ever
But
asked them?
where do you
Hold
stand
on,
at?
stop talking. Don't over talk
Okay.
me. Have you ever asked these men who, once they get on, they leave your ass for a white girl? Have you ever asked them why? Were you not as attractive as the women they left you for?
No, they were regular people, regular.
Okay, so it's not a problem with looks. Then why would they leave? Have you asked them?
Um,
Don't tell me what you think. I asked a
no,
question. Have you asked them?
no, because it
So,
usually ends bad, like it's an argument or something. I'm not
okay,
able to.
the argument is started by whom?
Me, of course, because they're cheating or something
Thank
like
you.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So they leave you and go on to something else. Okay, well, got news for you. Bad news, good news, don't care. The kind of men most women won't have options. I don't say except cheating, just know that. But see, the question is, have you ever asked, hey, Daryl, why'd you leave? And what it doesn't sound like, it sounds to me like y'all had an argument based upon what? He was cheating on you?
Yeah.
And you never cheated on him, right?
No.
So if he
But
went,
it's a
so if I
college.
went, so if I went through your social media and your emails, that would stand up to that. You weren't flirting. Yeah, come on. I do this too
No,
much.
I don't cheat.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Women
cheat.
call cheating. Women classify cheating as having sex, and you guys cheat more than we do emotionally. But let's just say you don't, ma'am. So I'm just poly purebred out here, and he left. One guy, two guys. You need to start asking them why are they doing it. Why? Because they didn't just cheat. You left. They went on to another relationship, right?
No, not usually. I think one guy that I used to talk
All
to
right. I'm
did.
spending too much time doing this. At the end of the day, um, mindset. That's why I say self awareness. Guys, it's going to be a lot about balance, the mindset. And this is one of the things. This is why we have so many of these chameleons and rebels. They can have the look, but if they don't have the mindset, and I can't give you a mindset.
Where do you think it's like my friends, the people that I hang around? Maybe
I
I should
think it's
hang
a
around
lot of
different people
stuff. It's
because if
our
you're not
culture.
raised,
It's our culture. Were you
yeah,
raised with your mother and father?
for the first 10 years of my life, and then they
Was your
divorced.
mother remarried?
No,
Is your mother married to your father?
yeah, they were married.
Yeah. Does your mother do you have any siblings?
I have one sister,
Older or younger?
older.
Your mother's child?
Yep.
Or just how much older is she?
Oh, she's 2 years older than me.
Is she married?
Nope, but she has a baby on the way.
Mm-hmm. So your mother and father separated when you were 10
Mm-hmm.
and she was 12?
Yep.
Did your mother raise you two to be who filed for divorce?
I never asked that question.
You
I should
never
have.
asked that question.
I'm pretty sure it was my mother, though. I'm pretty sure it's my
I'm
mother.
pretty sure you don't know, but pretty sure. Has your mother had a serious relationship since she split with your father?
Yeah, she had one.
How does your mother speak about men and or relationships? Is she positive? Is she telling you to go get married and settle down and have a family and be a wife?
I get that more from my
Yeah,
dad. Yeah,
that's not what
you asked about my
the
mother.
question I
You asked about my
asked.
mother.
The
You asked about my
question
mother.
I
Yes.
asked.
Yes. Okay. Um, no, not really. She
See,
doesn't put too
I
much
need you to understand something.
doesn't put too much pressure on
Not
it.
answering the question I asked. See, y'all don't see that as a
I know.
form of
I know.
disrespect. Don't you? And then you're still talking. See, this is what I mean by mindset. You're 22. I'm 30 years older than you, and you can't contain yourself. Femininity does not buck up. It does not overtalk. It does not need to be heard. It does not need to correct. Femininity doesn't do any of these things. And the answer is no, I wasn't raised to be a wife, which is okay. But then you don't just become a wife. You have to understand you were raised to be an independent woman who speaks her mind, which equates to buy a dog and die alone. Or if you do get a man, he's a beta male.
Beta!
How do you fix this? Acknowledge that it's there and stop making excuses for it. Stop saying, well, this, well, that, well, just no, it is what it is. You step on the scale, it's 300 pounds. Don't tell me because I got thyroid and my mama didn't. Get your ass in the gym, drink some water, eat a plant-based diet, and do the work. That's the only way to fix it, young lady. Awareness and work.
So do you think maybe like going to a therapist or something? I don't know how to get the
that is an issue if there's underlying issues, but I always a fan of therapy, true. But cognitive behavioral therapy only addresses some. This is much more cultural and attitudinal.
Yeah, and all my friends around me are like, independent, all of that. And that's great. But when I say, well, I want to get married or something like that, or like, I want to be a housewife.
Why do you want to be married though?
Because I don't want to be, I want kids that have a father in the home. And I work with kids and I work with people that have 2-parent households. So I love it. It just makes me feel good. It just makes the most sense in life. And I want to grow old with somebody. I want to go on vacations. I want to take pictures, just the whole 9 yards. So I want
you guys to understand that these are the kind of women you avoid. And I'm going to tell you why. Because everything you said about marriage is self-serving and temporary. It's fun. It's pictures. It's trips. Not once did you say you wanted to be a man's support system. Everything you want is selfish for you.
I mean, he's coming along the ride. He's going to have fun. I'm going to be there for him, supporting him, doing all that.
And women like her think that is a worthy prize. Women like her think that all the work you do to get yourself to be a top level athlete, to run the race of life, to compete at the levels and win, to be able to make enough money to support a stay-at-home wife with 4 children homeschooling, they think it's enough that you just get to come along for the ride. Chick, he's paying for the French toast ride. What are you talking about?
So I shouldn't expect any of that when I do.
You should expect a dog, some pet insurance, and some girlfriends. Insane.
Without a doubt, Kevin Samuel is angry. Kevin Samuel just ended the video on a very sad note because he is very, again, angry. Now, and by the way, let me be clear on this part. This woman represents almost all women. I'm saying almost all women. Many women are going into marriages or they're getting their way into getting men because they want to travel, they want to take photos, they want to show their exes that they're now better, but there's no love in there. Many women are choosing to go into marriages when they're not even prepared. They're looking for the monetary ways or monetary gains in marriages. Now, this is something that is paining Kevin Samuels to the core. This is a girl or a female that you're thinking of having a relationship or a marriage because her dream has always been to travel, her dream has always been to have a very good life without thinking of working extra hours to make their marriage better. Working extra hours to make their children better. You look at a female that is having very bad intentions while going into marriage. You look at a female that is having very bad thoughts imprinted into her mind even when she's still at college. And a lucky guy will fall into her trap, get her married, or force into a marriage, and there behold, 2 months, 3 months, or even maybe 2 years, they are divorced. Why? The woman's intentions were never met in that marriage. Men out there need to be very careful not to land into women of this kind. Well, I will give a benefit of doubt that she's young. She's still at college. Looking at even the way she has been outlining her points, reacting to Kevin, her thoughts, mind, you can tell she's young. True, she's 22 years old, but 22 years old, you're old enough to know what's going on in the world. You're old enough to make a proper good decision, especially in certain things. If you commit a crime, you will be jailed with the seniors, with the older people, not with the 18 years. Below 18, no. 18 to 22, or her being 22, is old enough to make clear-cut decisions that won't lead her into problems. This will be the right age for her to consult her parents, if she has them anyway. But her thoughts, especially her intentions, are not right. And I'm very certain that there are very many women with her mentality of going into marriages because they don't have where to sleep, so they force themselves into marriages because they were looking for shelter. Many women are going to marriages because they want to travel, they want to take good life, they want to take photos, they want to have a good life from a man. These are all bad intentions. And through this video, Kevin has come out to clearly warn the men by using this video as an example, not to land into trouble by falling victim. Maybe men should wait a little longer not to get married. Maybe men should wait a little longer to study the woman. Because if a woman has traits similar to the traits that we are seeing this woman having, or this female is having, we need to run for our lives as men. We need to run for our lives, I'm telling you, because there is trouble in paradise. There was a time during this chat where we had her talking of her relating with the lawyers at campus, relating with the students that are at campus that are doing those high-end courses. Remember, Kevin Samuel told her that the course you are doing is not good enough. So she said that she's hanging out with people that are doing law, engineers. And Kevin, of course, came out and warned her, dear lady, the man that is supposed to marry you is not at college or campus or university. The man that is supposed to be marrying you, looking at even your demands, your needs, your intellect, is 30 years and above. Those are men that have at least started working or are somewhere. I don't know where we would be without Kevin Samuels, you know. I know this guy has gone through a lot. And by the way, Matthew, let me let you know, Kevin Samuel was never a perfect guy. No. He went through 2 divorces. He had children from different women, maybe. So one may think that he's not the best person to advise you, and I've heard that story from many women online. That how can an imperfect guy be the same person to advise us? You know? People are using that analogy to attack Kevin Samuels and the identity of Kevin Samuels. But look, it's the people that have gone through the things that are best qualified to advise us. Kevin Samuels is 30 years older than this girl or than this female. But Kevin Samuel again came out to complain to her that you're not being too respectful Even when I'm talking, you are heckling, you know. I would say, I would conclude that this female has a lot to do to learn and to understand on how to treat a man and on how to live coherently with a partner. She needs to learn a lot because a lot is lacking. Well, I know you have been listening to this video, you have been watching it. I would like to know your opinion. I would like to hear what your thoughts about all this. I would like you to guys that have been watching this video from the start to leave your opinion, thoughts in the comment section. And if you're new here, guys, I would love if you subscribe to this channel. I would love if you subscribe. I like it. I like it. The channel is still young and I will really do wonders if you do subscribe. I'll leave it here and I'll let you know again that you can as well go to the Kevin Samuels official YouTube channel, watch it, subscribe. I'll be back for a new